It's time to sit back, relax, and listen to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life will inspire, motivate, and empower you. Live your best life now. Listen, learn, think, and decide. Change your attitude, change your life. And now, here's your host, Joan Herman.
Welcome to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. I'm Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life brings you interviews with some of the most inspirational and influential people in the world. It's our goal to educate and empower you so you can live your best life now. Thank you for taking time for yourself, and thank you for letting us be a part of your life. We have another great show for you today. Imagine breaking free of self-criticism. Imagine liberating yourself from fears. Imagine being able to feel confident, attractive, happy, and loved. Today's guest, Dr. Diana Kirschner, says that you don't need to imagine these things because it's possible to eliminate self-sabotage and become your diamond self, that person you were as a child when you were connected to your joyful inner spirit. Dr. Diana is a dating and relationship expert who has appeared on Oprah, starred in a PBS Special, and has helped people create greater self-esteem and more loving relationships. Her new book is The Diamond Self Secret: Say Goodbye to Your Inner Critic and Hello to Self-Acceptance, Serenity, and Lasting Love. She's also the author of Love in 90 Days. Welcome, Dr. Diana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Joan. I'm so excited about our interview.
Well, Dr. Diana, I'm excited too because so many people are tormented by self-criticism and they're never believing that they're good enough. And you say that there's a way to build self-esteem and feel more confident without years of therapy. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's really, really fascinating. You see, usually when we get this inner critic, it's coming from this sense of ourselves that we have where we feel that we're disappointing, where we just don't measure up. And it comes from the area of the brain that has to do with your identity, how you experience yourself. And the good news is that that area of the brain is not static, it's not rigid, it's not set in stone. It's something that actually is always changing depending on the neural nets, the way the neural nets come together and reassemble with each other and move apart. And so knowing that, we can actually go in and deliberately create what I call a diamond self-identity, which is the opposite of the disappointing self-identity, and actually use that to build self-esteem, to become confident, and you'll be shocked at how fast that works.
Can you give us an example?
Yes. Now we think of somebody like Queen Latifah, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was born Dana Owens, and she gave herself this diamond self-name, which is Queen Latifah, which means regal and kind. It's kind of like she reinvented her identity in a way that would be entirely empowering for her and help her feel good about herself. And we can do that also. All of us can actually do this. We can all kind of find a part of ourselves or reconnect to the innocent, empowered, deserving little child that we were, and that spark before we were hurt or before we were shamed, and build on that. And it's just a matter of doing some simple exercises, and I can actually even walk you through one of the exercises.
Well, I was going to ask you, is this the Luscious You chocolate cake exercise? Because I have a feeling that has nothing to do with a slice of chocolate cake.
Well, the Luscious You chocolate cake exercise is super fun. It's related to the diamond self. The actual diamond self exercise involves you giving yourself a nickname where you get to name yourself. It's not somebody else naming you, not your parents. It's you getting to give yourself an empowering, fun, funny name that really sends you. And then the chocolate cake exercise has to do with experiencing yourself as alluring and as delicious as a dessert, which works really great when you're dating. But the diamond self exercise, I don't know, would you like to do it real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so close your eyes and remember a time you felt really good. You felt really confident and really at home in the world and happy to be you. And imagine a scene where you're having this experience. You feel lovable and loving and loved. You have it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wonderful. Now make it 5 times better. Now give it a soundtrack. Give it some sounds and give it some color. Look at some of the colors in that scene and magnify all the good feelings. Now, this is your diamond self. This is your diamond self. And just be playful and give yourself a diamond self nickname. It could be, Amazing Grace, Vivacious Vixen. Does any name come to you?
It does.
What is it?
Nothing I can say on radio. But what was interesting, Dr. Diana? As I'm doing this, my smile, it just kept getting broader and broader. It was ear to ear, and I actually could feel the lightness in doing that exercise.
Yes. That's so powerful, and that means that it's working really, really well. And we all get kind of shy and embarrassed about doing this, especially women. We're taught to hide our light under a bushel basket. It's kind of like bragging. We don't want to be too much, that kind of thing. But it's very, very interesting because when you do this exercise and you allow yourself, you give yourself permission to lovingly and playfully give yourself a name, very amazing things happen. When I did a PBS show on finding love, and I was not trained as an actress or anything like that, so I was not used to handling all these cameras and looking at a teleprompter and it was very intimidating. It's terrifying to me. And I had to do it for an hour. And so I actually worked with one of my coaches, and he coached me on the Diamond Self work, and I came up with this nickname, which was the Radiant Beacon of Loving Guidance. And I created the Radiant Beacon of Loving Guidance, and my anxiety left. It left, Joan. And I went out there, and the show was amazing. At the end of it, I actually fell to my knees crying in gratitude. But it just goes to show you, that we each have these magical, incredible selves just there in us that we can just put our attention on and focus and bring forth and create all kinds of wonderful things. And I might add, alleviate a lot of fear and suffering, which we all tend to go through.
Well, Dr. Diana, so many people, and women in particular, they tend to lose themselves in a relationship. I know I did. And does that come down to not having enough self-esteem, not seeing our own worth?
Yes, it's very, very much a lack of focus on ourselves and owning how deserving we are and owning our own deservedness, owning our own lovability, our own unique diamond self-essence. We're so busy taking care of everybody else. It's easy for us to notice other people's diamond selves, how adorable the children are, fantastic, and your friend, how great your friend is, but not our own. And there is no training for that. So we wind up being unhappy. We wind up feeling empty and lonely, and like our needs don't count. Our needs just don't count. And we put them on the shelf and we say it's not important, but our needs do count, and they are important. And that's why so many women who have done the Diamond Self work have really, really blossomed. That work, it's the ultimate kind of way of loving yourself, of creating a really deserving, empowered identity.
And Dr. Diana, with today's divorce rate staggering, so many people are starting over in middle age. So why do you say it's possible to find true love in 90 days? Isn't that 90-day period still that honeymoon phase? How do we know it's real love?
What our Love in 90 Days program is about is pulling out all the stops to turn your life around in 90 days and to create sufficient self-love and deservedness that you are meeting the right people and things are likely to roll out in the direction that that you want it to roll out.
So you're creating the person, you become the person you want to attract.
Exactly. And that's where the magic happens. That's, we do a lot of other things that are very, very practical, like we know how to help the search engine optimization practice on the online site, so thousands of people see you rather than hundreds. And we do a lot of practical things that optimize being able to not only fall in love with yourself, but actually find a true soulmate in as short a time as possible. But it all really does start with the diamond self-work.
It all comes down to self-worth, self-love, right?
Yeah, as within, so without, right?
The book is The Diamond Self-Secret, Say Goodbye to Your Inner Critic, and Hello to Self-Acceptance, Serenity, and Lasting Love by Dr. Diana Kirschner. If you would like to learn more about Dr. Kirschner and her work, you can visit the website lovin90days.com, and that's the number 90, lovin90days.com. And Dr. Diana, I want to thank you so much for being here with us. Everything that we create and experience in life comes down to how we view ourselves, our self-worth, and to being our diamond self. So this is such important information. I'm really happy that you were here to share it with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Really, really enjoyed it.
We'll be right back. Hi, this is Joan Herman, host of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Did you know that Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life has a free monthly digital magazine that can be read online or emailed to your inbox? Every month, nationally recognized leaders in their field provide information to educate, inspire, and motivate you. We believe in a holistic approach to life, incorporating mind, body, and spirit. Check out a copy of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life 24/7. Visit CYACYL.com and be sure to tell your friends. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found the show informative. At Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life, we believe that knowledge is power. Take what you've learned, apply it, and live your best life now. Remember that the information provided are the opinions of our guests and should never replace the advice of a professional who knows your personal situation. If you'd like more information, visit our website, CYACYL.com. That stands for Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. While on the site, listen to past shows on demand, read the digital magazine, and be sure to follow the show on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, this is Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in.